Good morning. Welcome to my first attempt at a 45-minute sequence. Request came through for a slightly shorter class. If there are any other requests, please do send them across and I shall try to get building. Okay, finding a comfortable seated position on your mat, closing down the eyes, arriving here in the present moment, connecting with your breath. Deep, slow inhales, deep and slow exhales. Checking in with your bodies. How are you feeling today? At any point throughout practice, if anything feels uncomfortable, please be gentle with your bodies. Feel free to take any variations you might like to. I will be guiding, but as always, very much your practice. Please enjoy. Okay, removing any blocks or cushions, legs out in front, inhaling, arms up to the sky, and as we exhale, folding forwards and down. Trying to find length in the lower spine, so perhaps a slight bend in the knees. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold a little deeper. The music today specifically to put you into a meditative state. There's also a metronome kind of beat where possible throughout practice, unless I'm guiding inhale, move, exhale, move, try and work towards a full count inhale and a full count exhale. And release. Crossing legs, rolling over to all fours. We move into our cat-cow breathing. As we inhale, we lift the tailbone, drop the stomach, lift the chin. As we exhale, we round, we tuck the tailbone, round the spine, we tuck the chin. Inhale up. Exhale down. Really exaggerate the movement all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Now hold here. Be familiar with this posture. We're pushing into the hands. We're raising the chest as much as we can. So not collapsing into the shoulders, but engaging everything and rounding the spine. We're going to remember this sensation when we move into our tiger pose. Okay, coming back to neutral. Coming back onto our Coming back onto our heels, tucking the toes, all 10 toes into the floor, stretching the bottoms of our feet. At any point, if this becomes uncomfortable, release the feet into the tops of the feet into the mat. Arms out to the sides, fingers engaged as if you're holding a ball in each hand. And we really need to exaggerate these movements. As we inhale, we lift the shoulders and bring them all the way back as far as they will go. As we exhale, we lift them over, rotate forwards and down as far as they will go. 1. Inhale back, exhale forward. 2, 3, 4, waking the shoulders up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, slowly down. Inhaling up. And exhale, down. Arms out to the side again. Quality movements. Finger extensions all the way open, all the way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Inhaling up. Well done. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Arms out to the sides. Hands into fists. Rotating the wrists forwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale down. Inhaling, arms up. And exhale down. Hands into the mat. Back to all fours. We're going to move into our downward facing dog. So palms nice and big. Externally rotating the shoulders so the elbows pointing back towards the body. We bring the hips back to the heels. We start to lift the knees from the floor, finding length in our spine as much as possible. When you are at your maximum, tailbones to the sky, straightening out the legs. We're going to stay here just for a short time. So any movements you might like to make, maybe pedaling the heels, maybe one leg up, rotating the hips, whatever movements you would like to take today, please feel free to do so. And then slowly walking the feet to the front of the mat. Coming into flat back. Inhale as you exhale, forward, fold, all the way down. Options here, hands to elbows, peace fingers to big toes, hands to the backs of the heels, hands underneath the feet. Maybe interlacing the hands behind the back and bringing the arms all the way overhead. Maybe giving the head a little nod, a little shake, releasing any tension, and breathe. And if you aren't already, maybe a small bend in the knees to release the lower spine. And release, keeping the back straight, inhaling, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands together, and then by the sides. Okay, into the neck. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Inhaling up. Exhale, down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Inhaling up. And exhale, down. Rotations, one direction. Let's go. 1, 2, using the shoulders for support if you like. 3, 4, and 5. Changing direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Feet hip width apart. Hands nice and relaxed. We slowly start to swing the arms from side to side. Small bend in the knees. Let the hands slap the body. And release. Shaking out the hands. Side to side, up and down. Trying to avoid any injuries. Very, very important. Okay. Closing down the eyes, very brief for the practice. Preparing yourself for 40 minutes more, 35 minutes more, maybe 30 minutes of activity and 5 minutes of Savasana. Okay. Interlacing the fingers, pushing hands forwards, inhaling arms all the way up and as far back as they will go, coming up onto the tiptoes. Breathe. One. And 2, heels come down. Bending the knees, hips back. We come into our chair pose, many variations of that, of this I know. Some people sit all the way down to 90 degrees, arms up to the sky, looking in between the arms. My particular school, hands were together, finding length in the lower spine, whichever variation you like, please take it today. And release, forward fold all the way down. And breathe. And release, step, walk, or jump back to high plank. Option to drop to knees, chest, and chin here, like so. Alternatively, if you can, trying to come forwards onto the tips of the toes, strong in the shoulders, coming forward so that when you bend your elbows towards the body, elbows going back, your elbows are stacked above your hands. Your elbows are in line with your torso, looking at the floor in front of you. Our chaturanga, crocodile pose, how we've missed you. And inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. And from here, remember we spoke about the cat-cow. We're moving into our cat position, leaving the tops of our feet on the floor. Hips stay low like a plank, but you're rounding the upper spine. Good strengthening technique from the shoulders. Easy to bring into your vinyasa. But not up here with the hips, all the way down, just rounding the upper back. And when you're ready, bending the knees, hips back, coming into your downward facing dog. From here, inhaling right leg up to the sky, hips nice and square, right big toe pointing towards the left heel. And then bringing your right foot through just inside your right hand, dropping your left knee down to the floor, releasing the top of the left foot into the mat. We move into our runner's lunge, our low lunge, and we push the hips forward. So we feel the stretch in our left hip flexor, right knee above or slightly behind the right ankle, and trying to bring the weight slightly back so you feel that stretch in your left hip flexor. Okay, straightening the right leg, left hip stacked above the left knee, Right leg straight, toes pointing up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, feel into the stretch. We're stretching the right hamstring, our half split. And release. Bending that right knee, bringing the weight forwards. We're going to come straight up into our warrior three. So, use the hands for support. Bring the left leg up so there's one line between your left leg and your forehead. Again, try and get that left toe to point towards the right heel to keep the hips square. Option one, hands to heart center. Option two, arms out to the side. Option three, hands alongside the ears. Warrior three. Breathe. Okay, right hand into the floor, thumb pointing to the left, fingers pointing to the right. We open this left hip. We then flex that left foot. We bring our left arm alongside our left ear, half moon pose. Maybe bringing the weight slightly back into the right heel, and we breathe. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. And six. Release. Left foot comes down to meet the right. Hands into the mat. Well done. Step walk, jump back to high plank. Coming forwards and down into chaturanga. Inhaling through the cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, tiger. And release, knees into the floor, tucking the toes, hips back. and coming into downward facing dog. This time, inhaling left leg up to the sky. Breathe. And then stepping through with your left foot just inside of your left hand, right knee to the floor. Coming up into our runner's lunge, our low lunge. Hands to hips, pushing the hips forward. Feeling the stretch in your right hip flexor. Not a back bend, but leaning back far enough to feel the weight in your right leg. Breathe. And then straightening your left leg. Right hip stacked above the right knee. Left toes pointing up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, working a little deeper. And release. Bending that left knee. Bringing the weight forwards. Using the hands for support. Bringing that right leg up behind you. One line from the right heel to the crown of the head. Option 1, hands to heart center. Option 2, arms out to the side. Option 3, alongside the ears. Full expression. Warrior 3. Again, hips square, pointing towards the left heel. Breathe. And release. Left hand down into the mat. Thumb pointing to the right. Fingers pointing to the left. And we stack. We open the right hip. We stack it on top of the left. Flexing the right foot. And then bring the right arm alongside the right ear. Half moon. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. And well done. Hands into the mat. Step, walk, or jump back to high plank. Inhale as we exhale, dropping to chaturanga. Inhaling through to upward facing dog. And exhale, tiger. And release. Knees wide, toes together. Short prostration, hands together or palms together. And let the hips sink all the way back and breathe. Okay, coming up to all fours. Tucking the toes. Coming up to downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg up to the sky. As we exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhaling up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhaling up. Exhale. Right knee, left elbow. And if you can, rotating onto the inside of your left foot, left arm up to the sky. Either using right leg next to the left for support, if you can, keeping your knee up in front of you, and hold, side plank. One. Lifting the hips, pushing the hips forwards. And 2, left hand comes back down. We meet in plank, slowly lowering down, all the way down to the ground. Okay. Right arm comes out to the side. Walk fingertips up in line with your forehead. Left hand pushes into the floor. Roll over your right shoulder, keeping it where it is. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee, both soles into the mat. Inhaling, left arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, let it fall behind you. Keeping the right palm down into the mat to protect the integrity of the posture. Left hand, wherever it comes to today. Just relax and breathe. Stretches in the right shoulder. And release. Inhaling, left arm up, back down in front of your faces, rolling over to the front of your body. Right hand comes into the chest, both hands push into the floor. Left hand walks forward, right arm slides underneath in line with the top of the mat. Right shoulder comes all the way down, right palm facing down, left hand out in front. Place the hand next to your left hip, left palm facing up, right palm facing down. Both shoulders into the floor. Option to bring your right leg out to the side 90 degrees. Both hips pushing into the floor and breathe. And release. Right leg comes in if it was out. Left hand comes in front of you, pushing into the floor. Release the right hand, pushing back into downward facing dog. This time, inhaling left arm, left leg up to the sky. Inhale as you exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhaling left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to forehead. Inhaling up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. And if you can, bringing the weight into the left hand, right arm up to the sky, and left knee in front of you. Option to use the left leg next to the right for support if you prefer. Breathe. One, hips up, hips forwards. And two, right hand comes back to the mat into a high plank and slowly lowering down into the mat. Left arm out to the side, 90 degrees. Walk it up in line with the forehead. Right hand pushes into the floor, rolling over your left shoulder, both knees bending. Inhaling, right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, coming all the way down behind you, and breathe. And release, inhaling, right arm up, placing it down in front of the face, rolling over to the front of your body. Left hand comes in, both hands push into the floor, right hand walks forward, left arm slides underneath, left shoulder all the way down to the floor, left arm in line with the top of the mat, right arm out in front, alongside the right of the body. Place your right hand down next to your right hip. Again, left palm down, right palm up, both shoulders down. Option to bring left leg out to the side, 90 degrees. Both hips pushing into the floor and breathe. And release. Left leg comes in if it was out. Right hand to the front of the mat. We release the left arm. Okay, we're going to try and finish briefly with some spinal work. 45 minutes is not a very long time, but here we go. Okay. Shoulders stacked above the elbows. Hands out in front. Pulling slightly the chest forward and pushing the elbows back to lengthen the spine. So we're not compressing, maybe pushing the hips into the floor to help avoid that compression. And just breathe. and release. Now we're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to not use our arms for support. A little dynamic where we move, a little static. Okay, so arms alongside the body, not touching the floor. Back of the neck long, come all the way down, exhale. As you inhale, come all the way up, maximum. Exhale down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale down. Inhaling all the way up and hold. And release. Right hand to the lower spine, left arm out in front. As we inhale, we lift the left arm and the right leg. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up and hold. And release. Change hands. Left hand lower spine. Right hand out in front. Complete exhale. As we inhale, we lift the right arm and the left leg. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up and hold. And release. Good. Okay. Hands into the mat. Coming up to all fours. Crossing the legs. Legs out in front. Inhaling, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward, fold. Counter stretch for the back bend. Again, maybe bending the knees to find length in the lower spine. Much better to bend the knees and lengthen here rather than straighten the legs in doing this. Okay, release. Option now to move into your inversion if you have one in your practice. That could be shoulder stand, plow, forearm stand, headstand, handstand. Otherwise, today, just coming up to a standing position and just folding forwards and down. Any variation you like, same as earlier. And breathe. And release. Wherever you are, slowly finding your way down to the mat. Lying down, we're gonna finish practice with our spinal twists. Again, any variations you would like to take, please feel free to do so. For today, nice and straightforward, arms out to the side, bending your right knee, left hand grabs your right knee, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bring your right knee over to the left, looking over to the right side of your body, and breathe. Trying to keep your right shoulder into the floor. Full inhale, full exhale. Massage those organs. And release. Right leg coming up. Placing it down next to the left. Bending the left knee. Right hand grabbing the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, bring it over to the right. Looking over to the left. Left shoulder into the floor and breathe. And release. Taking any final movements you might like to, maybe hands to knees, gently rocking from side to side, maybe gently rocking up and down the spine, maybe rotations of the knees, maybe happy baby. Whatever your body feels like today, could be feet into the mat, dropping knees from side to side. Preparing yourself for 5 minutes of Shavasana. I apologize that we've slightly overrun, but life doesn't always happen exactly as we planned. Hopefully, it's been enjoyable for you. Shavasana now, 5 minutes to calm the nervous system. Leave the body feeling balanced when we walk out the door. Consciously releasing any tension in your body. You can feel you're relaxed, but your forehead could be tense, the tongue might not be relaxed, your eyes, fingers. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale through the mouth, completely release the body and the mind. Shavasana. slowly bringing your awareness back to your body, finding movement in fingers and toes, maybe rotating the wrists and the ankles, maybe turning the head from side to side gently, interlacing fingers above the body, legs together, arms come all the way overhead into a full body stretch, waking up for the day, pointing the toes, flexing the feet, maybe bringing the knees into the chest for one more squeeze, and then gently rocking from side to side, coming up to a seated position, perhaps falling over to one side of the body first, lying on the right side of the body, apparently engages the sleeping side of the brain, and on the left side of the body, the waking up side of the brain. Making your choice for today based on activities ahead, and then coming up to a comfortable seated position, really closing the practice this time with gratitude, finding at least 555 things that you are happy for at this present moment in time, whether that's the fact your body was able to do this practice, that you can see, you can taste, you can smell, you can hear, running water, food, sunlight, wildlife, oxygen, so many things to be grateful for. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed. Wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.
Namaste.